Hello everyone, welcome to verbling.com. Verbling.com is where you can connect and instantly practice with a native speaker. My name is Geoff Watson. I am from Vancouver, Canada, and we are going to be practicing our English this hour. We are going to be reading and talking about and listening to a BBC podcast about ebooks. And so, hello everyone, thank you for joining the class. Your participation in the class means everything for me. It means everything to me. And so if I could ask people to please introduce themselves, and if you can answer any of these questions. Do you read books? Do you enjoy buying books? Have you read an electronic book or an ebook? And maybe are ebooks popular in your country? So let's go to Ahmad. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Please. Ahmad, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I am. I'm Tiago.
Sorry, please go ahead with, if you can introduce yourself to the group. Ahmad, are you there? Oh, okay, sorry. Tiago, I'm going to ask you to keep your microphone muted, please. Thank you. And so I'm going to start with Boris. Boris, are you there?
Yes. Hi, my name is Boris. I am from Ecuador. Well, I think that this class is very nice, and I would like to improve my English with this class. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. And how about books or ebooks, electronic books?
Yeah, okay. Recently, I have read. How do you say it? In past?
Recently, you have read, and sorry, I need to talk to everyone. Please keep your microphones muted, please. Tiago, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Could you please mute your microphone?
Mute?
Yes. Could you please turn off or silence your microphone, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, great. Go ahead, Boris.
Yes. Recently, I have read many ebooks because I am studying mathematics, and many books of mathematics you can find here on libraries. It's necessary to download some ebooks and read these books.
Yeah. Now, the verb to read in English is unique. And so
Yes.
in present tense, we use the E sound to read. But in the past tense, yesterday I read a book, or as you said, I have read a book. The pronunciation is exactly the same as the color.
As the color, okay. Thank you.
But the spelling does not change.
Yeah.
But it's the only verb that's like that.
only in past tense? Only in past tense and past participle?
And the past participle.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Great question, Boris. Thank you. Kawe, an introduction, please. And do you read? Do you like to buy books? Have you read an ebook?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Oh, right. I am Kawe. I'm from Brazil. And yeah, I like to read. I'm reading a new book, and here it's something like the Spirit's House, the title. I don't like to read many ebooks because I don't have a e-reader.
Okay.
But I actually prefer like the physical book.
Okay. No, you said that perfectly. You prefer paper books,
Yeah,
or yeah.
exactly.
No, but what you said is correct. A physical book. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Very interesting. Emilio, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Do you have a Spanish t-shirt?
Yes, I'm wearing a Spanish soccer jersey. So.
Great, great. I'm fine.
Yeah, and do you like to read? Do you buy books?
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, can hear
Okay.
you perfectly.
Well, I'm from Spain. My name is Emilio. Hello, everyone. And actually, I have never read any ebooks, but recently I gave my girlfriend an Amazon electronic book. So maybe,
Yeah.
maybe in the future, I'm going to use this kind of digital device. But I think I'd rather read with the classic format, you know?
Yeah, no, you guys are doing a great job expressing that. Excellent, thank you. Fabricio, hello.
Hello.
Please
Hello.
introduce yourself and.
Okay, hello. My name is Fabricio. I'm from Argentina. And well, yes, I like reading, but I prefer reading things that are okay for my English level.
Good,
So
yes.
I've been reading, for example, Hamlet or Romeo and Juliet or things like that that are quite common, and they are edited by editorials, I think.
They are well. Sorry, they are published or they are edited. Edited is changed. Yes. Sorry, are you there?
They are.
Yeah.
They are edited because
Okay.
the original paper is usually quite hard for
Right.
English
Okay.
learners.
So good.
So-
So edited versions of William Shakespeare's
Yes.
plays. All right. Excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
Great. Ismail, hello.
Hello, Geoff. Hello, everybody. I am Ismail from Ankara, Turkey. I read paper books and sometimes e-books. I think reading a book is a little difficult for me because I get after a while a little bored when I read on the cold screen.
Yeah.
I don't like reading books in digital screen.
Okay. All right.
I think I have a bad psychological effect about me. The
Right.
called computer screen. I like reading more ordinary book, paper book, but it is difficult to find every book in everywhere. It is very common and a little cheaper on the net to find a electronic book.
Yeah. No, great. And the pronunciation is ebooks, a strong
Yes.
E sound. Yeah. No, but much cheaper. I've seen that the prices are much cheaper than the paperback and hardcover books. Mustafa,
Yes.
go ahead, please. Hello, Mustafa, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Great.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mustafa from Egypt. I like reading a book in paper. I have many books on the ebooks, but I like reading a book in my hand because I can do underline for the main idea, and I can add something to remember for a long time, and it is more fix.
It is more. Yeah, no, it's okay. Maybe I'll come back to you with that idea. But yeah, maybe you could type it in, and we can help you. So you find reading a traditional book is more something. So great. Tiago, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes, hello. Please introduce yourself. Welcome, and tell us about your reading.
Thank you. I am Tiago from Brazil, and I'm a lover when it's about books. It's a problem for me because I'm used to buy many books when I go to a bookstore. That's a problem because most of them I won't read. But it's a passion for the paper and the written letter.
Okay, so you're a real book lover.
Yeah.
Now, do you buy paperbacks or hardcover books?
Hardcover books.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Traditional ones.
Right, right. Okay, excellent. And so, good. And Tom, hello, welcome.
Yeah, I'm here.
Please go ahead, Tom, with an introduction. And do you read books? And what do you think of ebooks?
Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Tom. I'm from China, but I study in Finland now. So when it comes to ebooks, I think actually I like reading. But I prefer to just preview some contents of a book in ebooks, and then I can decide whether it is good to buy or not. So I will download the ebooks first, and see some if it's okay. And I prefer the real books because it let me feel more quality of it. And sometimes I can't buy the real books because, for example, if some new books published in China, but I can't buy it, it's too long distance, so I can just enjoy the ebooks. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, the media and the form of the knowledge doesn't matter. The
Right.
knowledge really matters. Yeah.
No, the content is obviously exactly the same. So yeah, great point. And I just put that perhaps it's easier to find samples of the books online. Yeah, maybe the first chapter, they often put. And so I'm just looking for people who came in after. Sorry, Emilio, did we say hello to you? Emilio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. And so, Ahmed, what?
Yes, Jeff.
Yes.
Hello.
Have you said hello?
No.
No, please go ahead.
I think the hard copy and soft copy of books, both of them have advantage and disadvantage. I prefer in the university study to use the hard copy because it's more comfortable to my eyes to read and I can focus more using the paper book or the hard copy book. But with the electronic book, also have advantage in its I can search in any words just in second or in in minutes.
No, I understand. We often say instantly.
Yes, instant search for any words that I want or any subject or anything. Also it has advantage in the size. I have 150 books in accountant just in the hard disk, where I have a library to put this book in the paper book.
Right. So we have hardcover books and we have softcover books, And you're talking about a hard copy, which is a printed copy on paper.
Yes.
That's the general word.
Yes.
Yeah. And so very, very good points. So it's much easier to store the electronic books. You can have thousands of books. Yeah. Well, sorry, I have to disagree with almost everybody. I love electronic books. I love being able to make the size of the text bigger so it's easier to read. I enjoy reading on the screen because it is lit. There is light coming from the screen. And as Ahmed said, I love being able to, I'm reading in Spanish, so I love being able to access the instant synonyms or translations. Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, and thank you for your comment, Boris, in undeveloped or underdeveloped countries, you can download any kind of book for free. And so, yeah, these pirate copies with electronic devices like iPads or tablets, you can save more space. Yeah, absolutely. So good comments, Boris. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the screen share, and we're going to be using materials that are coming from the BBC website. And so these are free materials that can be accessed by you as students. And so I hope that that's working, if people can bring that up on the screen. Now, this is an audio podcast, and so we are going to be reading a real conversation. So this is not necessarily written text. And I hope that that's going to be okay. It's a PDF file, and we'll see if we can read this. Now, all of you can download this file from the Verbling website, and it almost seems as though that's going to be better. So if you go to the Verbling website and find where my lesson is, you should be able to download this transcript. Now, what I'm going to try and do is just very quickly copy and paste the text. Nope, I don't think that worked. And so I'm going to try it one more time here. Just bear with me for 1 second. Yes, okay. And I might try and open I might try to share this document with you instead of the Learning English document. And so please give me 1 minute. Working hard on the technical aspect. If somebody has a comment about a book, that would be great. Please. Another comment? No, there we go. I think this will work better. So, Ahmed, could you please start reading the text, please?
Yes. Start with Dan, yeah?
Yeah, actually it starts with BBC Learning English.
BBC Learning English, 6 minutes English, ebooks. Dan, hello, I'm Dan, and Alice has joined me for today's 6 minutes English. Hello, Alice. Continue with Alice or what?
Yes, please, yeah.
Alice, hi Dan. Dan, today we are talking about the rise of electronic books, or ebooks, digital devices such as Amazon, Kindle, the Apple iPad, and the Sony Reader. Allow readers to buy ebooks online and to download thousands of books into one device.
Onto one device.
Alice,
I'll get you. Sorry, I'll get you to stop there. That's great.
Yes.
And so, are there any other options? You have the Amazon Kindle, the Apple iPad, and the Sony Reader. Does anybody have any other examples of? Yes.
I have a new called Kobo, I think.
Okay, maybe you can put that in the chat box.
Yeah.
What company makes that?
I don't really know about that.
Okay.
I saw in a web store.
And Emilio, did you have a comment?
No, sorry, I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Mr. Geoff?
Yes?
The Samsung Note 2. Also, it's comfort to read from it.
Okay, and that's a cell phone almost.
Mm.
Yes? Yeah, okay. Wow. All right, great. I only use my laptop. So I'm going to move this down. And so let's get the next person to read this. So sorry, Boris, could you read this next selection of text, please?
Okay, there are a few words there that are really useful when talking about ebooks. Digital here means anything connected with computers or electronics. To download means to copy information onto a computer or digital device. And online means connected to the internet.
Please continue.
Then, earlier this year, the online bookshop Amazon.com said it's now selling more electronic books in the United States than printed ones. And that leads us on to this week's question for you, Alice. In May this year, how many books were available on the British Amazon site? What's it?
Okay, and sorry, I'll move that down.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, go ahead. 65,000, 65,
600?
650,000 or 6.5 million.
Yes, and in English we say point, 6.5.
6.5
million. All right, so what do people think? So this was 2011. So how many ebooks were available on the British Amazon.com site?
C.
What do people think? C, okay. 6.5 million ebooks?
Yes.
Another opinion?
I think 650,000.
Wow, really? Okay, 650,000 books. All right, great. So, Kawe, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move on here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Alice here. I will see that in the document, please.
Okay, so...
no, yeah,
Do you see it now?
Yeah. Alice, I'll go to the middle one, 650,000 millions.
Sorry, just let's practice that. 650.
650,000.
Good.
Right. Okay, then we'll see if you are right at the end of the program. Now, as I said, ebooks are becoming more popular. Amazon.com announced that sales of ebooks doubled in 2010. Last year, ebooks sales overtook sales of hardback books, and in January this year, they overtook sales of paperback books. Continue?
Please, just that last bit.
Yeah, no problem. Hardbacks are books with stiff covers. They are usually more expensive and last longer. Paperback, on the other hand, are books with flexible paper covers and usually cost a bit less.
Okay, great work, everybody. Let's do you have
Mr.
some
Jeff.
questions about vocabulary? Yes, Ahmed.
Yes. What is in box and paperback books?
What is the difference between hardbacks?
Books and paperback books.
Okay, I'm still missing the first word, but I think you mean,
meaning.
yeah. So, sorry if I could get people to mute their microphones. I don't say hardback. That might be British English. I say hardcover books and paperback books. And so, as they say, hardback books or hardcover books have a solid, non-flexible cover and are usually bigger and more expensive.
Geoff,
Yes. Come on.
Yeah, clear.
the meaning of stiff.
Yeah, it means not flexible. The opposite
right.
of flexible.
Right, thanks.
Right? Great. And what was some of the information? Could somebody please repeat in their own words the information about the differences in sales? For example, Amazon.com said that their sales of ebooks doubled in 2010. So they sold twice as many ebooks in 2010 as they did in 2009.
Yes.
There's another piece of information there, using the word to overtake, which means to pass or surpass. Sorry, anyone? The information is there on the screen.
Which information, Geoff?
Well, the comments about selling books and using the verb to overtake.
Last year, ebook sales overtook sales of hardback book.
Okay, so does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
So for the first time in history, Amazon sold more ebooks than the hardcover books. Okay, and what happened in January of this year?
They mean in ebooks sell more.
Amazon sell more ebooks than paperback books.
Over
Right. Yeah. Sorry, your sound is a little
In
bit
summary,
broken, Ahmed.
the ebook. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's your sound is a little bit broken, but this is the first time in history that electronic books, they have sold more electronic books than paper books, either hardcover or paperback. All right. But this is happening in the United States. It's not the same situation in other countries. Yeah. All right. So great. And so let's move on to the next one. And so let's move down to here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'll have that there. Sorry. And our next person is Fabricio. Hello, Fabricio.
Hello. Okay. Well, the books industry, what we call publishing, is in trouble generally. The American bookstore Borders was declared bankrupt earlier this year, and the British bookseller Waterstone has reported serious losses. Borders was declared bankrupt. It said that it couldn't pay its debts, so it's a tough time for the publishing world.
Right. So publishers make the books. They print, they make, and they sell the books. Those are the publishing companies. All right. So excellent. So problems for that industry. And Ismail, are you ready?
Yes, Geoff, I am ready.
Try and move down quickly here. Sorry.
Mr. Geoff.
Yes, please. Another question.
They said the last year ebook sales. Last year, what they mean in the last year? 2011 or what?
No, it would be 2010.
Okay.
This was in 2011.
Okay, okay.
But they said last year, 2010, ebook sales doubled over that of 2009. So the ebooks are selling faster and faster. All right, Ismail, this last section, please.
Yes. Alice Borders was declared bankrupt.
Sorry, a little bit further down. It starts with, but not everyone. It starts with Dan, and he says, but not everyone. Do you have that, or?
Where is Mr. Geoff?
So, yeah, sorry, your screen might be frozen. Do you have it now, Ismail?
Yes, I have now, Geoff.
Good.
Then, but not everyone is suffering with the rise of ebooks. There has also been an increase in self-publishing. Could you explain this for us, please, Alice? Alice, sure. To publish something means to print something and make it public. Usually a book, a magazine, or a newspaper. So if an author self-publishes a book, they pay to publish their own work without using a publishing company. Then,
okay, well, let's stop there for a second. And so what do people feel about this? That information, could you please say it in your own words? And do you agree?
I understand that it's like a bad business to write e-books because you can have profits for write an e-book without a publishing company.
Right, and so sorry, I didn't understand your first statement. It's bad business to produce ebooks.
To produce ebooks, yes, I understand this. I understand it.
Okay, and
Mr. Geoff?
Yes, go ahead, please, Ahmed.
I think publishing the ebooks by self-publish, it's not a good idea.
Okay.
If we publish the ebook by a company, company can ensure us to protect our rights in the books.
Okay.
Like anyone will can download or upload my ebooks in the internet, and I will not get any profit after that. But if the company publish like in Amazon, if I publish if I sell my ebooks in the Amazon will ensure to protect my my books.
Yeah, no, they have the methods for marketing and receiving payments. Ismail, a comment?
Yes, we are talking here not publishing ebooks. We are talking here to publish a paper book, I think.
No, I think in this paragraph, we're talking about the concept of self-publishing.
Yes, I think.
Sorry, and I'll come back to you, Fabricio, I promise. Ismail, quickly.
Yes, but we are not using any publishing firm. We are publishing with ourselves, and we don't pay any money to publishing company.
Right.
We are talking about in this paragraph, I think.
Yes, absolutely. No, so great points. And Fabricio, another point, please.
I think that in this paragraph, the author is talking about the less or the, that it's cheaper for you as an author to publish a book by yourself, because you don't have to deal with the publishing company, so you don't have any cost for that.
No, absolutely. You can publish your electronic version, and it's almost for free, isn't it? Yeah. Great points, everybody. Well said. And now, sorry, I just want to bring this document down a little further.
Geoff?
Yes?
I'm sorry, but I need to go.
All right.
I have a problem right here on the work. So
No
sorry.
problem. All the best. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, and let me see. Where did I get you to end, Ismail?
Yes.
Publish their own work without using. Okay. All right. And then there is some audio here, and so let's see if we can read through that. So I'm sorry, Mustafa. Could you start with Dan? Let's listen to Sarah Lloyd.
Okay, then let's listen to Sarah Lloyd, the digital director of UK publishing company Ben Macmillan. Here she is talking about how authors are reacting to the digital developments in the books industry. She says the basic process of writing will stay uh, quite stable. It is unlikely to change. What types of authors does she think will particularly succeed?
Okay, great job on your pronunciation. All right, so these changes, and she wants to speak to she wants to speak about the authors. Okay, now please.
Can I read?
Yeah. Now hold on a second. I'm just trying to think. Did you? I think that. Yeah. Okay. Good. So, sorry. I'm going to go and see if Nasim, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Welcome. Could you please read from the top of the document for us?
Yes.
Thank
from
you.
Sarah, I will continue.
Please.
Okay. Sarah Lloyd, Van Macmillan, Digital Director. I think that the basic process of writing will stay quite stable, but the author who will do particularly will are ones who will think about how they build a digital audience. Those that blog or write their books a little bit public. So I think living alive online is going to be important for others.
Living life. Okay, so those were the words of Sarah Lloyd. Okay, and so what was her point? Could somebody make a quick comment on that?
Her point was that the process of writing is the same because the authors also have to write, but then when they have to publish it, then it's going to change a bit.
Right, and excellent, I agree. And then what did she say? Which it was kind of almost a recommendation for writers.
Yes, that they have to have a profile, on the internet.
Absolutely. Okay, so having a digital audience, or as you said, having a profile on the internet will be very important. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to, yes, please go ahead.
Mr. Geoff, as an author, do you think which is more profitable to publish your book as ebook or as a paper book? If the author published the ebook, anyone can copy and paste what he wrote and will publish in any website.
Right.
So
the security, yeah. But people are buying ebooks though. they're buying more ebooks than regular books. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think your concern is a valid one. Tiago, hello. Could you read this next section for us, please?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead and read this next section of text.
Okay, then. So for Sarah there, the authors who will do particularly well are ones who build digital audiences and who will live their lives online. At least, she says there are authors who write blogs and who have a strong online presence and more likely to succeed than those who don't. Then, let's hear now from the British author Sarah Waters. She says that the stronger characters, plots, and settings will always be the most important part of the book, regardless of the format. Alice, the characters, the people in the books, the plots, the things that happen.
Right, great. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, and sorry, then there was just one more little bit there. So I'm just going to move this down. Okay.
Okay, keep on.
So, no, just that last bit there. The characters are the people in the books, the plots,
the
things that happen,
and the settings, the places featured in the novels.
Okay, great. All right, and you have an excellent British accent that fits.
Really?
Well.
Yes, I am.
Honestly, I've expended 3 months in Scotland and London.
All right, great. And so I'm going to move on to the next person. So Ahmed, could you please read this next selection for us?
From listen?
Please. Perfect.
Listen out. Yes?
Please, yes.
Listen out too. For the first, notes and bolts. See if you can work out what if means from the context.
Okay.
Sarah, Water, author. We read our books whether we read them on our phones or on our laptops or whatever. You still need content, and the attractions of novels is that they create these
Okay. Give him a second.
Leisurely.
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 Sorry,
yes.
you're yes.
And all that writing,
go ahead.
And all that side of writing, I don't think it's going to change. We are still going to want characters and plots and settings, the real sort of basic notes and plots of fiction. I think people will still want that regardless of the form in which they are getting it.
Okay. So what's
Continue
her opinion? No, thank you. Those were Sarah Waters' words. And so what's her opinion? Somebody already shared this opinion earlier. Someone? Just
yeah. Her opinion
yes?
is that the process of writing is the same, but what you have to take in mind is that you don't have to forget about the essential that is to develop good characters and to make it interesting for the audience.
Fantastic. Excellent. Okay. No, great. Well said. I'm going to try and move on a little bit here. We're running a little bit short of time. And so, did anybody understand the phrase nuts and bolts?
No, I didn't get it quite right.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of this phrase?
Yeah, so they have the meaning here, which they'll review, but the sentence was, okay, where is it? It's a long sentence. I don't think that side of writing, so in a word, writing, creating good stories, is not going to change. We are still going to want characters and plots and settings. So in her opinion, characters, plots, and settings are the basic nuts and bolts of fiction. And
What does
so,
it mean, nuts and bolts?
yeah. Now, nuts and bolts, boy, it's a little bit difficult to explain exactly what those are. Let me see if I can find an image for you. But let's continue reading. And so, Boris, could you read this next section for us, please?
Okay. I begin with, okay. Did you hear the phrase nuts and bolts? Alice. She said that characters, plots, and settings are the basic nuts and bolts of fiction. They are the basic essential parts. Then, right, Alice. Back to today's question, I asked how many ebooks were available in May 2011. On the British Amazon site, was it?
Yes, okay.
65,000.
Great.
650,000.
Good.
6.5 million. Alice. And I say the middle one. 650,000.
600?
650,000.
Okay, great.
And the answer was 650,000. So you were right. So you were right, yes.
So you were right, awesome. Thank you. And now this is an expression. So the nuts and bolts of something are the essential parts that something is made of. Now I'm just going to turn off my screen share for a second. Hello. And I'm just going to, I've found an image. So I'm hoping that, just give me 1 second, please. And great. Use the screen share. And these literally are nuts and bolts. So the nuts are the small hexagonal shaped things with the holes in them, and the bolts are the longer things with threads. And so I guess the expression comes from essentially what things are made out of, the basic components that something is made out of. All right, so nuts and bolts. All right, and so what I want to do is let's continue. I'll turn the screen share off again and bring back our original document. Let's see if we can finish this off. And then I have the audio podcast for you. And so we're going to take 6 minutes to listen to that. So she was right, and let's bring that down.
The same conversations, Mr. Geoff?
Yes, the conversation. Sorry, and maybe I'll read this last part here, or yes, Alice. Oh, good, and Dan. But the number is increasing all the time, so it might be millions soon. Okay, and so then here are some of the phrases that they used: ebooks, digital, to download, online, hardbacks, paperbacks, bankrupt, to publish, stable, and the nuts and bolts. Okay? All right, so now what I would like to do is to turn that off, and I would like to have you listen to the podcast. And so I have not been able to learn how to do this so I can hear. So I'm going to unplug my microphone and I'll be chatting with you in the Verbling chat box. But please.
Okay.
Sorry, I hope you have downloaded the document so that you can both listen and read the podcast. Okay, so I'm going to unplug my microphone and play the audio podcast for you.
.com. Hello, I'm Dan, and Alice has joined me for today's 6-Minute English. Hello, Alice.
Hi, Dan.
Today we're talking about the rise of electronic books, or ebooks. Digital devices such as the Amazon Kindle, the Apple iPad, and the Sony Reader allow readers to buy ebooks online and to download thousands of books onto one device.
There are a few words there that are really useful when talking about ebooks. Digital here means anything connected with computers or electronics. To download means to copy information onto a computer or digital device. And online means connected to the internet.
Earlier this year, the online bookshop Amazon.com said it's now selling more electronic books in the US than printed ones. And that leads us on to this week's question for you, Alice. In May this year, how many ebooks were available on the British Amazon site? Was it A, 65,000, B, 650,000, or C, 6.5 million?
I'll go for the middle one, 650,000.
Okay then, we'll see if you're right at the end of the programme. Now, as I said, ebooks are becoming more popular. Amazon.com announced that sales of ebooks doubled in 2010. Last year, ebook sales overtook sales of hardback books, and in January this year, they overtook sales of paperback books.
Hardbacks are books with stiff covers. They're usually more expensive and last longer. Paperbacks, on the other hand, are books with flexible paper covers and usually cost a bit less. So if ebooks are selling more than both hardback and paperback books, Dan, how is this affecting the books industry?
Well, the books industry, what we call publishing, is in trouble generally. The American bookstore Borders was declared bankrupt earlier this year, and the British bookseller Waterstones has reported serious losses.
Borders was declared bankrupt. It said that it couldn't pay its debts. So it's a tough time for the publishing world.
But not everyone is suffering. With the rise of ebooks, there's also been an increase in self-publishing. Could you explain this for us, please, Alice?
Sure. To publish something means to print something and make it public, usually a book, a magazine, or a newspaper. So if an author self-publishes a book, they pay to publish their own work without using a publishing company.
Let's listen to Sarah Lloyd, the digital director of UK publishing company Pan Macmillan. Here she is talking about how authors are reacting to the digital developments in the books industry. She says the basic process of writing will stay quite stable. It's unlikely to change. What types of authors does she think will particularly succeed?
I think that the basic process of writing will stay quite stable, but the authors who will do particularly well are ones who will think about how they build a digital audience, those that blog or write their books a little bit in public. So I think living a life online is going to be important for authors.
So for Sarah there, the authors who will do particularly well are ones who build digital audiences and who live their lives online.
She says that authors who write blogs and who have a strong online presence are more likely to succeed than those who don't.
Let's hear now from the British author Sarah Waters. She says that strong characters, plots and settings will always be the most important part of a book, regardless of the format.
The characters, the people in the books, the plots, the things that happen, and the settings, the places featured in the novels.
Listen out too for the phrase nuts and bolts. See if you can work out what it means from the context.
We read our books, whether we read them on our phones or on our laptops or whatever, you still need content. And the attraction of novels is that they create these worlds, and they're quite leisurely. And all that side of writing, I don't think is going to change. We're still going to want characters and plots and settings. The real sort of basic nuts and bolts of fiction, I think people will still want that, regardless of the format in which they're getting it.
Did you hear the phrase nuts and bolts?
She said that characters, plots and setting are the basic nuts and bolts of fiction. They're the basic essential parts.
Right, Alice, back to today's question. I asked how many ebooks were available in May 2011 on the British Amazon site.
And I said the middle one, 650,000.
And the answer was 650,000, so you are right.
Oh, good.
But the number is increasing all the time, so it might be in the millions soon.
Wow.
Well, Alice, before we go, let's hear some of the words and phrases we've used in today's programme.
Okay. Ebooks. Digital. To download. Online. Hardbacks. Paperbacks. Bankrupt. To publish. Stable. The nuts and bolts.
Thanks, Alice. I hope you've enjoyed today's programme and you'll join us again for more 6-Minute English next time.
Bye.
That was 6-Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, excellent.
Yes, yes.
I have some questions about some words that I don't understood.
Excellent.
One word was stiff.
Stiff, right. Stiff. Opposite of flexible. And so, for example, this is very flexible, but this material is stiff. It does not bend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so hard covers, soft covers, yeah, hardback, paperback, those are the terms.
And how to spell stiff?
Yeah. Sorry, how is stiff spelled? Yeah.
Yes.
S-T-I-F-F. Stiff.
What about talk time? What's the meaning of talk time? T-O-U-G-H time.
Ah, the pronunciation is tough. And so that means these are tough times. That's sort of the pronunciation, tough, meaning these are very difficult times for the book publishers. Economic tough times.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, difficult, tough. Great, no, thank you. And actually, I had just one more thing to share, and so let me see if I can quickly show you some of these graphs with figures from this year. But people can just keep talking to me if you want. If you have comments, I can listen. But what does this chart show? These are statistics from the United States. So anyone?
This is a bar chart about the ebook sales from January 2011 to January 2012.
Yes, and I think they're comparing the 2 months. So not the period from January to 2011, but you're comparing the sales during January 2011 and then January 2012.
Only a comparison between 2 months?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And what do they show?
So that in January 2012, January 2012 have most ebook sales.
So yes, so more sales of ebooks.
More sales of ebooks.
And much more, much more sales, but then we would say many more ebooks were sold in 2012. Look at the difference, and this is, the chart is in numbers of millions of books. So
yes.
we're almost at 100 million adult ebooks sold in 1 month.
Okay.
And
yeah.
And let me just share. Let me end the class with this. This is this trend that's these changes are happening so quickly. It's really revolutionizing something as basic as the book, which has been a part of human history for centuries. So really a fantastic job to all of you. Congratulations on your English. I enjoyed listening to your opinions.
Thanks.
You should be all very proud of your English. It's really at a great level. So thank you so much for your participation. That always means 100%. I hope to talk to you soon. All the best.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you, Geoff.
And remember, you need to start reading in English. No more reading in your native language.
Yes.
I only 100% Spanish for me. I'm a good student.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.